They just come and love you. So there was another study that was just inspiring me to see this as I was preparing my message today. It's Mark Friedman wrote a book called Kindness from Strangers. Mentoring is actually a work of heart, he said in this book. Mentoring inspires hope in these kids. It touches their life, enriching their life. And mentoring does not need special skills. All it needs is your empathy, your patience, your kindness, your encouraging words, your compassion. Those are the best gifts you can give to lonely children at Keola Elementary. So are you encouraged? Are you convicted by God's word today? God's love as he stopped. He wants to show it to the kids. He stopped, even though he was busy. And the disciples were saying, you know what? Why are you bringing the kids? He's too busy to talk to you guys. But no, Jesus stopped. Jesus extended his arms. He hugs the kids. He touches them. He blesses them. He prays with them. I hope you're convicted by that and see and hear and open your hearts that you have that compassion that you want to share to with those lonely kids at Keola Elementary. There was another wonderful study that was done locally here in Kauai. It was actually by a psychologist. And the psychologist studied about 500 kids in Kauai, and over the period of 7 years, they sent out volunteer mentors, and the result of the study was so astounding. So the result shows and reported by the teachers that there were 93% of these kids that were mentored gain academic performance. 86% of them were more socially inclined, have a better interpersonal skills, and 93% of these kids actually have better relations and more respectful towards their adults, towards their elders. So let me ask you, are you that person that will say, okay, I'm going to sign up today and become a mentor? Are you that person that one day will be out there with the kids in elementary schools, just like Jesus did, kneel down, give them a high fives, and just hug them? There was this good parable, Good Samaritan parable story that I'd like to share with you, which is Luke 10, verses 33 to 37. A Samaritan who was on a journey came to where the man was, but when he saw him, he was moved with compassion. The Samaritan went to him and bandaged his wounds, tending them with oil and wine. Then he placed the wounded man on his own donkey, took him to an inn, and took care of him. The next day, he took 2 full days' worth of wages and gave them to the innkeeper. He said, "Take care of him, and when I return, I will pay you back for any additional cost." What do you think? Which one of these 3 was a neighbor to the man who encountered thieves? Then the legal expert said, "The one who demonstrated mercy toward him." And Jesus told him, "Go and do likewise." Go and do likewise. I felt like I was called to serve Jesus, to serve God by helping those kids at Palolo Elementary. I heard Jay's message one day and didn't even wait. I signed up. I was so excited when I heard they matched me with a child. I couldn't wait. I'm like, I'm gonna start. Took about 6 weeks. I finally met my child. Her name is Melanie. She's very dear to us, to my husband and I. My first day with Melanie, she shared, I listened. She shared a sad story of how she has lost her dad and her sister same year. I was shocked. You know, I didn't expect that to hear that the first day, the first hour I met her. But I think God was working that day with both of us. I was opening my heart to just be there with her, to just listen to her, and she was just sharing. As the hour ended, I felt it went so fast, you know, like, what am I going to do next? So I went in the car. Before I drove back home, I prayed. I said, God, how could I help this girl? There's so many potential I could see. There's joy in her. She actually shared that she wanted to become a doctor one day. I was like, God, how could you help me so that I could encourage her to just achieve that dream? But she's so sad. And God, I felt like God is telling me, take her sadness away. Be there. Be her friend. Be her auntie. Encourage her. So the next week, I did. Came back, I read to her, played Connect 4. That's one of our favorite games at Common Grace. And we just hang out. We really actually touch each other's life. She doesn't just let me read to her, but she wants to read to me now. She's like, Auntie, can you listen if I read to her? I said, yeah. So Melanie joy was revived. God's so good that she's just so joyful and so happy. And I'm so honored and blessed that I have that time and the opportunity to be her friend and her auntie. Melanie actually would like to share. We have a short video clip of her. One of our interns at Common Grace, Lena, has put together a short video clip, and my apologies if her voice is a little soft, but we did provide some subtitles for you. We could show that video. Thank you.
Since January, I had met her. I like to read books and learn more things that I never learned, and even being a helpful student and teaching others not to be a fool. They have helped me to learn, focus, and be more responsible.